Hi, Dennis. I'm in my first year of university here in Australia. I'm studying a Bachelor of Arts and Psychology. I plan to take a gender studies class next trimester just to defend the traditional Christian viewpoint. Can you give me some advice, please? Is this a good idea? Is it worth my time?
I love it.
Totally. I think it's awesome that you take a gender studies class. First of all, you need to know what people you don't agree with think. Do you know that's the reason that in college I studied Russian? Because it was the Cold War and I wanted to know what the Soviets think. I studied Russian to read Soviet newspapers. That was the reason, not to read Dostoevsky, which is too complex for me linguistically, and not even to just get along in conversation. I wanted to read what they said. So I read Pravda, the Soviet Communist newspaper, regularly. I think it's very important to know what others think. I wish people on the left felt the same way, and they would start reading us or listening to us or watching us as much as we read, watch, and listen to them. When you're in that class, the last thing you should say is, as a Christian, I believe. You're going to turn them off. Just, you are a fellow human being in that class, just raising questions. Like, how can we argue, given that we know that men and women have different brains? How can we argue that you could become the other sex? You get a brain transplant? I understand you could remove your breasts. You could even remove your penis. But can you remove your brain? And so ask only, and in the nicest way possible, logical questions. If you preface it with as a Christian or as a whatever, then they'll assume that your question only comes from your Christianity. It doesn't come from a universal reason. That's why I call my Bible commentary the Rational Bible. I'm using reason alone to explain the Bible. That's why it doesn't matter if you're religious or not religious or what your religion is. I want to make the case for these values and the wisdom of that book, of those books. So let me know what happens. And by the way, you may find you can't answer some of the questions. Let me know. I think I can help you in that way.